Kendrick Lamar is an American rapper. Regarded as one of the greatest rappers of all time, he was awarded the 2018 Pulitzer Prize for Music, becoming the first musician outside of the classical and jazz genres to receive the honor. Born June 17, 1987, age 37 years, Compton, California, United States. Record labels: PG Lang, Top Dog Entertainment, See More. Full name: Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Height: 1.65 meters. Partner: Whitney Alford. 2015. Kendrick Lamar net worth $140 million. Personal life: Lamar began dating his fiancée Whitney Alford when they were in high school. Lamar announced his engagement to Alford in April 2015. They welcomed their first child, Uzi, on July 26, 2019. The couple used the cover art for Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers to announce the birth of their second son, Enoch, in 2022. Lamar is a teetotaler and lives a drug-free lifestyle. In an October 2012 interview, he stated that he once tried marijuana, but the blunt had been laced with PCP, and he has not used any drugs since. In an interview with Stars, Lamar stated he asked to play a drug abuser on the TV series Power, saying, "It's just a character that I know. I know so well just growing up in Compton. You grow this type of love for them, in this weird kind of way. You don't want to see nothing happen to them, but he's dangerous." Career: 2003 to 2008. Beginnings: during high school, Lamar adopted the stage name K. and began freestyling and battle rapping at school. His performances caught the attention of fellow student Dave Free, who traveled from Inglewood to watch him rap. They quickly formed a friendship over their love of hip-hop and the television sitcom Martin. They recorded music together at Free's makeshift garage studio and at his older brother's Hyde Park apartment. Lamar's earliest performances were held at a superhood comedy club and behind a tattoo parlor. Free was his hype man during that time, while his older brother was his manager and disc jockey. Lamar recorded 5 mixtapes throughout the 2000s. His first, Youngest Head Nigga in Charge, Hub City Threat, Minor of the Year, was released on April 15, 2003, through Concrete Jungle Music. The mixtapes primarily consisted of freestyles over the production of popular hip-hop songs. In a series of retrospective reviews for Rolling Stone, Mosi Reeves complimented Lamar's unerring sense of rhythm and timing found in Hub City Threat, Minor of the Year, but criticized his clumsy lyricism and that his flow was overly beholden to Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. Free, who was working as a computer technician, introduced the mixtape to record producer Anthony Top Dog Tiffith while attempting to repair his computer. Tiffith was impressed with Lamar's burgeoning abilities and invited him to partake in an audition process for entry into his newly established independent record label, Top Dog Entertainment, TDE. During his audition, Lamar freestyled for Tiffith and record executive Terrence "Punch" Henderson for 2 hours, a strategy that impressed Henderson but bewildered Tiffith. He was offered a recording contract by TDE in 2005, joining J-Rock as the label's first signings. Upon signing, he purchased a minority stake in the label for an undisclosed amount. Lamar had a brief stint as a security guard when he started working on music with J-Rock at TDE's in-house recording studio. The bond he formed with him, Absol and Schoolboy Q, led to the formation of the hip-hop supergroup, Black Hippie. Lamar released his second mixtape, Training Day, on December 30, 2005. Reeves complimented its varied production and well-executed concept, which was based on the 2001 film. In 2006, Lamar signed an artist development deal with Def Jam Recordings and was featured on 2 singles by The Game. He also heavily contributed to J-Rock's first 2 mixtapes, What's Finest Volume 1 and What's Finest Volume 2, The Nickerson Files. Lamar was ultimately let go from Def Jam after an encounter with its president and chief executive officer, Jay-Z. He later described it as one of those situations where I wasn't ready. Lamar and J-Rock released a collaborative mixtape, titled No Sleep Till NYC, on December 24, 2007. Reeves thought the project was a fun cypher session. Nothing more, nothing less. Early life. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth was born on June 17, 1987, in Compton, California. He is the first child of former gang hustler Kenny Duckworth and hairdresser Paula Oliver. Both of his parents are African Americans from the South Side of Chicago. When they were teenagers, they relocated to Compton in 1984, due to his father's affiliation with the Gangster Disciples. Lamar was named after singer-songwriter Eddie Kendricks of The Temptations. He was an only child until the age of 7 and was described as a loner by his mother. Eventually, his parents had his 2 younger brothers and younger sister, businesswoman Kayla Sawyer, née Duckworth. His cousins include basketball player Nick Young and rapper Baby Keem. Lamar and his family lived in Section 8 housing, were reliant on welfare and food stamps, and experienced homelessness. Although he is not a member of a particular gang, he grew up with close affiliates of the West Side Pirates. Despite suffering hardships, Lamar remembered having good memories of his childhood that sparked his interest in hip-hop music, such as sneaking into his parents' house parties. He was raised secular, although he occasionally attended church services and was taught the Bible by his grandmother. He felt spiritually unsatisfied as a child due to the empty and one-sided nature of the sermons. After hearing a recording of his voice for the first time, Lamar became interested in rapping. He was introduced to police brutality after experiencing the first day of the 1992 Los Angeles riots. When he was 5 years old, he witnessed a murder for the first time while sitting outside of his apartment unit, as a teenage drug dealer was killed in a drive-by shooting. "It done something to me right then and there," Lamar later admitted to NPR Music. "It let me know that this is not only something that I'm looking at, but it's something that maybe I have to get used to." His parents nicknamed him Man due to his precocious behavior, although he confessed it put a stigma on the idea of me reacting as a kid sometimes. I would hurt myself and they would expect me not to cry.